Also remember, don't believe what we say in this video. This video is all for entertainment purposes.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
Pleasant good day, ladies and gentlemen. It's your brother BOLO V&R. We're on the 2.0 platform, and I want to highlight this video right here. Who remember the Troy Bridge? Who remember the promises that was made in 2021? Who remember those details? Mr. Mikael Phillips and Mr. Mark Golden going down by Troy Bridge. Let's take a look at the clip, man, because I want to know y'all opinion. It's 2024. It's November 2024. We're going into 2025. It's going to be 4 years. And on the JIS website, it's talking about we're going to see plans start rolling out for this bridge in pretty much 2024-2025 budget. But why though? But without saying too much, remember to like, share, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Watch the video in full, and at the end, I'll give my commentary. Thank you.
Judgment to go on before them can do something, because like them love excitement. Come with that, me can say, because right now, it's very dangerous. Right now, so it's not named Courage Park Bridge again, you know. It's named Death Valley.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Warmington.
Yes.
Yes, sir. William's calling back from the Observer.
Hello?
Yes, sir. William's calling back from the Jamaica Observer and Mandeville. You were driving this morning.
I'm sorry, them driving again. Can I something? Is that the only bridge in Jamaica that needs replaced for the repair?
No, it is not. But I just want to get an update.
The only bridge in Jamaica that needs repair or replacement. You called me about Fatima Bridge?
I'm just seeking an update on the matter, Mr. Warmington.
I don't need to give you no update at all. I'm asking if that is the only bridge in Jamaica that needs replacement or repair. No. That's not the only one.
So this is one of the many examples of comments, irresponsible, arrogant, loose, uncaring comments that Everett Warmington makes in the public sphere in regards to issues that the publics have concern about, issues that is clearly a emergency, clearly something that needs to be dealt with immediately, right? But the leadership, Mr. Andrew Holness, does not hold any of his parliamentarians to the fire when they actually do anything that is deemed egregious by the public. What they do is resign, say them fired, and then them come back again and in power and earning our tax dollars, which they don't deserve a dime of our tax dollars, because they are not serving the people. They are only serving some people, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to play a clip, right, to show you the difference when it comes on to being accountable, genuinely being accountable. I'm going to show you the difference between a good leader in Mark Golden when it comes on to, you know, members of his team and his body that actually, you know, do things that are considered morally or ethically wrong. He stands on integrity and he holds them accountable for those actions, and they hold themselves accountable too. Take a listen to this, ladies and gentlemen.
I want each of you to be an evangelist to take this out. What am I about to say? I just left the leader's office at a meeting this morning with Comrade, and he explained to me why he acted. He didn't have to explain to me because I am a student of politics and we all are, don't it? Yes. Therefore, understand that when certain things go wrong, one has to be held accountable in the interest of the party, Jamaica, and the greater good. That greater good, I'm talking about the principles of what is right and what is wrong. What I said, although it was a section of a greater speech, but that little snippet alone, even when I saw it and hear it, I cringed. I don't feel like me talking. Right? As I said to the leader, he asked me if I had a little drink before. And I said yes. And I did have a few drinks of vodka before. So he's making a point about scammers must scam the government. Who's scamming them? The choppers. I went too far in making that point. And one thing you learn as adults, when you do something wrong, you hold yourself accountable. And I accept full responsibility for those words that came out of my mouth. I was trying to send a message to let's give choppers and say don't allow choppers to chop on it. Right? Don't allow the government to exploit you. Because I saw a check. I saw a check for remember that's how the discussion started.
Yes.
A $400,000 check came to me that Friday.
Yes.
Right? In that person's name.
Yes.
And the person came to me to change it. And he told me that 25,000 of that check is his.
Yes. Yes.
And the rest must go back to the JLP champion in the North Shore. And there were many checks like that. 1.5, 500, you know what. Right? We were operating a campaign that was awash with cash, corruptly spent to induce vote from the very same choppers. And therefore I took a decision to address that issue. But I went awry. I said some things that should not be said, more so out of my mouth. We must take full responsibility. I told the leader that I understood his position, and in fact I commend him for moving with alacrity to hold me accountable. Although I said to him I'd rather an opportunity to resign, and also prepared to resign his act. But he said he wanted us to move quickly, and therefore I slept late, and they were trying to reach me, and therefore he had us to move. And I commend him. I want to suggest that the People's National Party is a party of integrity and principles. If I had said the same thing on the other side where I'm coming from, I would have gotten away with it. So corporate leader acted the right way. I'm disappointed, but I'm not bitter. I remain the chairman of this constituency. I remain on the ground. And who knows what come out of that. I say no more on that. But I'm going nowhere. And the labor right who thinks that can get me a minute. I remain here.
When you compare that situation to the Floyd Green situation when he was on a no movement day having a party at a spot, a hotel or whatever, there was no checks and balances. Everett Warmington have made several comments that is worthy of him, in my opinion, never being a member of parliament or being in politics ever again. But still, he operates. I don't understand if this man has a secret for Andrew Holness or others in the party or what. I don't know. I'm just saying it's very, very weird how there's just no accountability. But on the other end, you see how accountability is dealt with swiftly and effectively, and rightfully so, because you want to set a precedence for real change. It has to start from the top. So Mark Golden is doing that. Now, fast forward to the Troy Bridge. I want you guys to take a look at some of the scenes from the Troy Bridge, how people have to cross this dangerous path just to go to school. Children, women, men, stories from people, you'll hear from them directly without me saying too much. And also, Mark Golden, man, and Mr. Michael Phillips had to make a trip down there some years ago, and all of this is documented. I wonder if there is a gripe between the Prime Minister and Peter Phillips. Is there some type of grudge? Is it the reason why the Troy Bridge hasn't been fixed yet? Because it's in Michael Phillips' constituency? I'm just asking. That kind of came to me when I was covering this story. But anyway, let's listen to even the Prime Minister speak about the Troy Bridge. Hey, man, listen. Jamaica is not a real place, man. Check this out, man. This is very, very interesting. Very interesting. Look at this.
A lot of them have to be going to other schools, further down in Cowick Park or further down in Balaclava, and so additional stress on the parents to find money to send them. And a lot of them live close by the bridge here that they can just come down to the school, but they can't because of the water that is there, and it's getting worse.
I can tell you that I confirm the minister in charge, Mr. Clifford Warmington, and I have received copies of the design for the new bridge, which has been completed, and they are now doing a costing of the bridge.
Regarding the Troy Bridge, and I'm following it. I've been briefed that the designs are complete. My understanding is that they're about to go to procurement soon. So, you know, it's not a situation of which we are proud. And I must, I mean, I saw your outburst. I saw the representation made by our speaker. Madam Speaker, I wish to say that the government of Jamaica takes these situations very seriously. And it is not our intention for the people to believe that their plight is not considered as serious. And therefore, Madam Speaker, I'm going to be personally visiting Troy. I will make the arrangements. And we have been moving to fast track the arrangements.
And Mark Golding is joining Northwest Manchester Member of Parliament, Michael Phillips, in demanding the government fix the Hectors River Bridge in Troy, Manchester. Phillips, who is also the opposition's works spokesman, maintains the absence of the bridge poses a risk for residents. Both men toured the community on Wednesday. Here's Celine Campbell with more.
This zipline-looking contraption is not for leisure. It's a necessity. The centuries-old Hectors River Bridge in Troy, Manchester, collapsed during Tropical Storm Grace in 2021 that forced residents to improvise. The structure was a literal and figurative bridge between Manchester and Trelawney. Residents cross over daily because they must, grateful each time there's no mishap.
Then one bridge you never hang up on it, man. I nearly join, man. I lucky thing in hold it, man, for our next man comes and join, but that's not dead, brother. So a whole of people nearly lose their life there. You understand me, I say? So we want a bridge, we want a bridge. We want a bridge, and we are tell the Prime Minister, so we want a bridge, brother.
Over a year ago, the government said it would replace the bridge during the 2022-2023 fiscal year that ended in March. Because it was not done, People's National Party President Mark Golding went to see it for himself.
And apparently it's now at the stage where they're still trying to decide whether or not it's an emergency situation. Wow. But, you know, it clearly is something which needs to be addressed very quickly, because this is a vital route for the people living here in Northwest on the border with South Trelawney, is it? Yeah, South Trelawney. So this can't wait any longer.
Northwest Manchester MP Michael Phillips says his campaign for a new bridge is legitimate, as the makeshift structure is a clear and present danger.
The people of Manchester and Trelawney are actually suffering because of the lack of a bridge here.
The MP is not convinced there is any urgency to fix the bridge, even though the alternative is seen as a death trap.
Children have fell in the river. There was a father who jumped in the river, not even knowing what was underneath there, to try and save his own child. And the frustration is that it's something that should be an emergency should not have taken 2 years. If it is that you're trying to victimize me, then that is another case. But don't victimize the people at the same time when you're trying to victimize me because I'm not a member of the government. And right now, after 2 years, that is what it's feeling like, victimization.
The PNP president brushed aside the suggestion that Phillips should have resorted to other means to replace the bridge.
It is squarely the government's responsibility, like any other major piece of infrastructure is, to address. And there's plenty of precedent for the repair or replacement of bridges that have been damaged or destroyed, and by the government of the day. And this is why we're continuing to call for it.
A new bridge would reportedly cost $160 to $180 million. National Works Agency's Communications and Customer Services Manager Stephen Shaw told CVM News the design was completed. It is now with the Ministry of Finance's Public Investment Assessment Branch, which means it's not yet an approved project. Celine Campbell for CVM News.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, Everett Warmington, man, he's something else. He does all of this. The leader of the party, he just lets them get away with anything. They can do anything. But Mark Golden, he's standing on business. And I think there's a clear difference in leadership. It's being established. And actions speak louder than words. The Prime Minister seems to says a lot of what they're going to do, but never really do anything. All right? And let's just go down the list. Floyd Green resigned, got back his work. We know that the Education Minister, Ruel Reid, he's in court, but he might be back too. We just see what happened to Miss Dalrymple. That's her name? I don't remember her name, but former Speaker of the House. And so she is back, regardless of being in court. The DPP going against the Constitution, trying to keep her in power. We don't even know if she's secretly working. There's just so many things. You got 8 people under investigation. He said he didn't know about any. He's under investigation for illicit enrichment. I mean, come on, man. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also. And the promises that this man made in 100 days, the first 100 days, and we've not seen it. We should not think that moving forward, he's going to actually do something that he says he's going to do. All of the evidence shows that this man will tell you he's going to take us to the moon, and a ship will never be built to even attempt to move from off of the earth. But he'll sell it, boy. He got some people convinced, and they going to be like, yeah, the next 1,000 years, another 1,000 years come. I need another 20,000 years, guys. Just be patient. All of this stuff. And the Troy Bridge is still not fixed, and today is November 2nd, 2024. And I guarantee you, this administration is not going to fix that bridge. Because if you look at the GIS website, yeah, it's a 2024-2025 budget for that situation. But I digress, man. Tell me what y'all think. I think I've established clearly that there is a difference in leadership. One has integrity, and the other does not establish any integrity whatsoever. It's a free-for-all. You can do whatever you want over there. And just for the public eye, you might get punished just to have the public kind of, feel like, oh, he's doing something. And then later on down the line, they're going to make some excuse to get that individual back into power, especially if that person has influence to help them to win the election. This is all I see that is happening. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. And never forget this situation, ladies and gentlemen, when you're going to the polls to vote. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is unacceptable. And we should be all in the streets calling for the full resignation of every single member of the JLP. Real talk. All right? But that's my time. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Come on, man. Become a part of the family. Yeah. It's your brother BOLO V&R, and we up out of here. Peace.